I would just like to share my screen quickly to put up the disclaimer slide. Great, thanks so much for your patience on that, everyone. Welcome, my name is Melissa, and today I'll be guiding you through all levels of yoga. We will practice together for 45 minutes. So as we practice together today, I always like to put it out there to listen to your body. So if any stretches don't work for you, please skip them, come on out and modify. And as we start today, you're going to want some props. So it's always nice to have a yoga mat. And I really love having a blanket and a block close by just to support me through the practice. So if you can grab those easily or you have them already, that's great. You can grab those. And if you don't, it's okay. We'll just kind of work around the props today, so no biggie. As we start, I just wanted to share a little story that I came across today on my phone that I always think is such a nice reminder, you know, to try to relax a little bit. And I also think it ties in nicely to the yoga practice. So the story is that there is a teacher teaching stress management, and she holds up a glass of water, and all of her students think the question will be, you know, is it half full or half empty? A really common story and analogy. And she says it doesn't, or she said, no, that's not my question. My question is how much does this glass weigh? And, you know, people start yelling out different amounts. It's 2 ounces, it's 20 ounces, it's 10 ounces. And then she goes, well, actually, it doesn't really matter how heavy the glass is. It depends how long you hold it. So say this is like 1 ounce and you hold it for a minute, it's like nothing happens at all. You hold it for 10 minutes. Oh, maybe your arm starts to get a little fatigued and tired. And if you hold it all day, you know, maybe you get paralyzed and maybe there's some damage that occurs. And she continues on to say that stress and worry are very similar to the glass of water. That if we have stress and worry and we just hold on to it for a minute and we let it go, it's like no big thing. It doesn't really affect us. And say we hold on to it a little longer, you know, 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we let it fester, and then it starts to affect us in different ways. And we hold on to stress and worry longer, a day, a week, a year, it really does begin to affect us. It could debilitate us, paralyze us, you know, incapable of doing anything. And the story ends with her saying, you know, remember to put the glass down. And I always just love coming back to that story because it's such a nice reminder. You know, sometimes in life there are these things that we can't control, and it's really stressful and it's very worrisome. But it's always really nice to come to practices like yoga and meditation. These give us those opportunities to put the glass down, you know, to connect with ourselves and to connect with our breath and just bring in those moments of relaxation, which is so important for the mind and for the body. As we start today in our class, let's come on up to stand. I'd love to start in a standing position just to kind of get us moving and flowing tonight. As you come on up to stand, we will begin in a pose we call mountain pose, Tadasana. So this one is just bringing your feet in line with your hips, have your toes point straight forward, let your eyes close, and just give yourself a moment here to center. So we just drop into our breath and our body. So as we feel the eyes closing, just feel really grounded in your feet. Maybe add a little bit of a bend in the knees, a slight tuck to your tailbone, and then lengthen your spine, lengthen the back of your neck, reach, stretch through the crown of the head. And then drop it in and connect to the rise and the fall of your breath. Lengthening as you inhale, lengthening as you exhale. And then maybe encouraging your exhale to be a little bit longer than your inhale. And then as you're breathing here, connect to the rise and the fall of your breath. Lengthening in breath, lengthening out breath. Creating a little bit of movement with the hands. So we can start by bringing our palms up and then moving your hands with your breath. So we're just going to breathe into our stomach, our ribs, and our chest. Let your palms face down and then release from your chest to your ribs and to your stomach. Palms float up, breathe into your stomach, ribs, and chest. Palms face down, exhale, chest, ribs, and stomach. And then flowing with your breath for a moment. We'll just feel ourselves moving to the rise, moving to the fall of the breath. Lengthening as you inhale, lengthening as you exhale. As you inhale, feel your breath moving from your stomach, ribs, and chest. And then as you exhale, releasing from your chest, ribs, and your stomach. Bringing your hands into your heart, we'll just draw our palms to touch. And set an intention for your practice today. So your intention could be anything that you would like it to be. Maybe to clear the minds of thoughts, to keep the breath freely flowing in and out. Intentions are a nice way to connect us to the practice and to help make the practice our own. Take a full breath in. We're going to reach and stretch our hands to the sky. Fingers will interlock, palms will press up. Take a full breath here to lengthen. Release your hands to the right. Come back to center. Release your hands to the left. And then flowing side to side for a moment. So each time that you move into the side stretch, just moving yourself a little deeper into the stretch, shifting to the right a bit more, shifting to the left a little bit more. This one is great for lateral flexibility of the spine. So we just really open up the spine in a different way. Let's take a minute to pause. Release your hands to the left. Feel your right hip pressing to the right. Just letting that move you deeper into your stretch for your spine. Come back to center, lengthen, and release to the right. Rolling your left shoulder under, right shoulder open, heart is shining to the sky. Come back to center, releasing your hands behind your body. Fingers interlock, palms touch. Take a full breath here to lengthen. Let's hold ourselves down as you exhale, hands at your hips. Coming into a devotional fold. Try to relax the fronts of your shoulders and just notice if that helps you move deeper into a shoulder stretch. Hands release onto your low back. Hands can float down to the mat and shake it out a little bit here. Bend one knee. Bend the other knee. Let your head relax, yes. And let your head relax, no. So if the ground is feeling far away, maybe bring your hands on blocks for support. Maybe take a nice deep bend into the knees if you'd like. Let's take our hands to the right. Find a side stretch. Try to ground evenly through both of your feet, inside and outside of each foot. Come back to center. Let's take our hands to the other side. Reach and stretch from your right waist. Lengthen your side body, arm and fingertips. Come back onto the center. Land yourself back in a fold. Take a half lift. We're going to lift our spine and lengthen through your spine. Put your hands, right foot comes back, right knee will lower. Hands will reach to the sky as you inhale. Let's come into a knee down warrior. We'll try Anjaneyasana. Trying to be on the upper part of your right knee. That tends to be a little bit softer part of the knee, a little bit fleshier part of the knee. Float your hands down. Let's come into a runner's lunge. Come on back into plank. Lower it down to the mat for Sphinx. Hands glide out in front. Elbows in line with your shoulders. Reach for opposite arms here. Breathe into your low back bend. Stay here. Maybe lift on up. So hands press down, elbows lift up, elbows wrap in, arms hugging in towards one another. Arms can straighten if you'd like. Take yourself into seal. Let's reach, stretch through the crown of the head. Lower down. Take a breath. Exhale. Downward facing dog. In down dog. Let's shake it out a bit here so you can bend one knee. Bend the other knee. Let your head relax, yes. And let your head relax, no. As you find stillness here, let's take our right leg to the sky. This brings us into a three-limbed dog. Right foot takes a big float through, runner's lunge. Left knee will lower. Hands will reach to the sky as you inhale. We'll find our way into Anjaneyasana on the other side. Maybe trying to be on the upper part of your left knee. That tends to be a little bit softer, fleshier part of the knee. Hands are going to come down. Let's take our left foot to meet our right foot into a fold. Take a half lift. Fold yourself down. Let's come on up. Full breath as you rise. Hands at heart. Exhale. Hands extend up. Breathe in. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Planting your hands. Left foot back this time. Left knee will lower. Hands to the sky as you inhale. Let's try to feel our hips and our shoulders moving forward. Left hip, left shoulder forward, right hip, and then right shoulder back. Hands come down. Let's try runner's lunge. Come on into plank. Moving into boat. Lower all the way down to the mat. Arms alongside your body. Palms face down. Let's take a breath here. Let's lift the legs. Lift the torso. Arms are lifting up. Palms can face down to give that gentle rotation in your shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come on down to the mat. Let's take a full breath in here. Press yourself back to a downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Find your three-limbed dog. Left foot flows forward. Right knee will lower. Hands sweep up as you breathe in. Feel your tailbone tuck. Feel your navel move back and up to the spine a little bit. Try to create that line that flows through your spine. Hands lower down. Right foot floats forward. Come into your fold. Half lift here. Fold yourself down. Come on up. Rise for mountain. Hands at heart. Breathe out. Hands extending up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Plant your hands. Take that right foot back. Right knee will lower. Hands will reach up. Inhale, shoulders relax from your ears. Create that space between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. Hands are going to come down. Let's take our left hand up. Take a twist. With your twist, let's roll that left shoulder back. Right shoulder under. Heart is shining to the sky. Hand lowers down. Let's take our runner's lunge. Come on back into plank. Lower it down. Let's try a variation of Cobra this time. So lower all the way down to your mat. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Glue the tops of your feet down. Lift yourself to your navel. Hug your arms in. Elbows run straight back. Almost create a sensation that your hands could lift off of the mat. Let's take ourselves down. Full breath in. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Right leg takes a float to the side. Let's bend our knee. We're going to stack and open through your hips. Come on through. We're going to take our knee down warrior on the other side. Feel your arms in your ears. Fingers are active. Reach, stretch through your fingertips. Palms face one another. Hands come down. Right hand rises. Take your twist. As you're twisting here, let's roll that right shoulder back. Left shoulder under. Heart is shining to the sky. Let that hand come down. Left foot comes forward. Take a half lift. Fold yourself down. Come on up. Hands at heart. Breathe out. Hands extending out. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Pass. Plant your hands. Left foot back. Left knee will lower. Hands to the sky. Inhale. Connect with your breath. Feel your breath. Flow in and out through your nose. Lengthening in breath. Lengthening the out breath. Hands lower down. Let's take our right hand to the sky. We'll try our twist. Feel your shoulders stack and open. Shoulders in line. The wrists in line. Let's bring ourselves back. Realign into plank. Lower down for a version of Cobra. Let's come all the way down to the mat. Hands are underneath your shoulders and walk your hands a foot out on one side and the other side. Elbows are right to the sky. Glue your thighs down. We're going to lift them up. Arms can straighten if you'd like. You can also take a bend in the elbows and have your elbows pointing right on up to the sky. Let's try to open up the chest and the heart here. Lower down. Let's take a full breath here. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Last leg up. We're going to bend, stack, open, and then float that foot forward. Right knee will lower. Hands to the sky as you inhale. Breathe into your stomach, ribs and chest. Release from your chest, ribs and the stomach. Hands flow down. Left hand rises. Full breath in. Open the chest and the heart. Shoulders stack and open. Floating your hand down. Let's come on forward into a fold. Take half lift here. Fold yourself down. Let's come on up. Full breath in. Hands at heart. Full breath out. Let's try a little different side stretch for our spine. Hands are going to reach up. Right hand for your left wrist and then left foot to the right. Legs are crossed. Lengthen. Release your hands to the right when you're ready. Create that sensation that your right hand pulls your left hand to the right. So just guide yourself deeper into your stretch. Come back to center. We're going to change up that grip in the hands. Lengthen and release to the other side. Come back onto the center. Hands release. Feet reset. Hands extend up. Left hand for right wrist. Right foot to the left. Lengthen and release to the left. Breathe so deeply that you could find some space in between your ribs. Come back to center. Change up the grip in the hands and release to the right. Back onto the center. Releasing your hands, releasing your feet. Let's try that yoga mudra stretch. Fingers interlock, palms touch. Lengthen, fold down, devotional fold. Hands to your low back, hands to the ground. Let's take half lift here. Lift your spine, lengthen your spine. Fold yourself down. Let's come on up. We're going to rise for mountain as you inhale. Hands at the heart space as you exhale. Chair pose. Let's come back to Utkatasana. So for this one, send your weight back into your heels. Let your toes be light and almost get a little sensation like your toes can lift on the mat. Right leg comes up and over for eagle. Right arm under. You can have your toes on the ground, leg lifted for a little kickstand, and then maybe wrap your legs up, and then right arm under. So reach for opposite shoulders, maybe press the backs of your hands together, arms wrap and hands wrap. Imagine you could create a line that flows from your toes to your knees, elbows, and fingertips. Elbows float down. Let's take eagle to the nest. Feel yourself finding that drishti. Find that one spot to focus your concentration, to focus your awareness. Once you find that spot, not letting the eyes shift at all. Keeping the arms wrapped up and legs wrapped up. Let's keep the arms wrapped and then right leg's gonna release into warrior 3 pose. Find that one spot to focus on. Inhale and exhale deeply. Let's come on back into Crescent Warrior. And then as you take Crescent, square your hips and your shoulders forward. Right hip forward, right shoulder forward, left hip back, left shoulder back. Try a tricep stretch. So we're just going to gently release that right hand down your back. That left hand can draw you into that stretch here. And then hands extend up, full breath in. Left hand down your back, right hand draws you in. And then release. Let's take ourselves back on up. Reset to Crescent. Come up here for standing splits. Right leg reaches and stretches to the sky. Maybe look to the wall behind you. Maybe take your gaze to the ceiling up behind your body. A lot of times if you relax your gaze like that, it can just help you move deeper into your stretch. As you exhale, let's take our knee into our nose. We're going to do a little round and a crunch. Send your leg up and send it back. Exhale, round, up and back. Let's go 3 more times here. And then bringing your knee into your chest, let's engage our core to come on up for Crescent. So we're just going to let our right leg float out in front of us, or not Crescent, Crane rather, sorry about that. So we're going to take our right knee out in front, knee in line with hip, and then gently relax your shoulders and arms into a half T position. Bringing your foot down, we're going to take feet wider than hips, arms side to side, bringing you into empty coat sleeve pose. Let's come to stillness here. We'll take our feet in line with hips, chair pose, Utkatasana. So just dropping the weight back into your heels. Toes are light. Maybe you feel your toes lifting up. Inhale and exhale. Left leg up and over. Left arm under. We'll try eagle on the other side. Feel grounded through all the parts of your right foot. Try to press through the inside and the outside. And then notice your body's natural tendency. If you tend to roll in, maybe tend to roll to the outside of the foot. Coming down, let's take eagle to the neck. Make sure that you are breathing here. Really easy to hold the breath. We'll just try to keep the breath flowing in and flowing out freely. Coming on up, let's keep our arms wrapped up. Warrior 3, we're going to float our foot back. Maybe imagine you could balance a block on your low back. So roll your right hip down a little bit, even off your low back and even off through your hips. Come on through to Crescent, foot back, hands reach and stretch to the sky. Let's drop into our breath. Breathe into your stomach, ribs, chest. Release from the chest, ribs, and the stomach. Let's try that stretch for our triceps. You're just going to relax your left hand down your back. Right hand can draw you into that stretch. And then changing up the hands. Reach and stretch those hands up. Right hand down, left hand guides you in. Great. Let's come back on through to Crescent. Hands to the earth for that lunge. Left leg to the sky, standing split pose. Look to the wall behind you. Take your gaze to the ceiling, up behind your body. Let yourself move deeper into the stretch with each exhale. Knee into your nose on the out breath. We're going to do a little round and a crunch. Send your leg up and back. Exhale, round. Up and back. 3 more times here. Take your knee to your chest. Engage your core to stand. Let's come into crane. We'll come into Bali Kakasana. So for crane, we're going to take our leg into a 90-degree angle. Arms out into T position with soft wrist, elbows, and shoulders. Core engages. Tailbone tuck. Navel back and up to the spine a little bit. Let's take our left foot to meet our right foot. Feet wider than your hips. We'll draw the arms side to side. Doing a little release here for our back. And so release that one. Let's come back to standing. We'll take our feet in line with our hips. Hands will reach and stretch the sky. Fold yourself forward, hinge at the hip. Take your halfway lift. We are going to come back into plank. Let's take our high push-up pose. Knees up or down. We'll lower it down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Press back to down dog when you're ready. Right leg takes a float to the sky. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to stack and open through our hips. I'm staying here. Option for flip dog if you'd like. So you can just flip that right foot over. Feet will be planted. Knees will be bent. Hips are lifting to the sky. Hand relaxes up and overhead, moving you into a back bend here. Shifting on your hands and feet. Let's come into a 3-limbed dog. Right foot comes through, and we'll come into warrior 1 pose. Try to square your hips and shoulders forward. Left hip forward, left shoulder forward, and we'll take that left hip forward and then right hip back a little bit. Reach for opposite elbows. So we're going to take that right hand for our left elbow, left hand for our right elbow. Square your hips and your shoulders forward. Inhale and exhale. Let's come back on up. Do a reset to warrior 1 and open into warrior 2 pose. Ground into your feet. Almost imagine that you could pull your feet in towards one another. So just try to feel that the legs are really active, engaged, and energized. Reverse, float that front hand up and back. Come on through. Lateral angle. Maybe extended lateral angle. If you'd like to go there, you can always lower your hand down to the mat for a little bit more support on this one. Core engages, back and up. Straighten your front leg, front hand up and back. Reverse triangle stretch. Back on through to neutral. Let's take it into pyramid. So for pyramid, left foot will take a float forward. Have your left toes turned up to the mat. Hips and shoulders square forward. Hands reach up, breathe in. Fold yourself down, breathe out. Maybe have your block close by. Sometimes it's really nice to bring your hands on the block for support. You can play with the weight in the feet. Maybe draw more weight into that right foot. Maybe left hip rises a little bit. You can also draw your right hip creeps back slightly, left hip drops forward a tiny bit. Right hand lifts when you're ready. Let's come into pyramid twist. And with your pyramid twist, let's try to feel our shoulders stack and open here. Shoulders in line, wrists in line. One long line, fingertips to fingertips. Stay here. Left hand or left leg can lift if you'd like to try a revolved balancing half moon pose. So this one, we're just holding onto our twist, and then we're lifting that leg up to get a little bit more stretch in our legs. Try to stay twisted to the right. Keep your breath flowing in and out. Let's hold on to the posture. Left foot to the back of your mat. Hold on to your twist. Float your shoulders over your hips. Reach your hand forward and back. And breathe here. Relax your shoulders from your ears. Inhale and exhale. Stay here. Maybe try reverse. You can float your front hand up and back. Breathe into your hip flexor stretch. Breathe into the psoas stretch on the left side. Unwrap your pose nice and slow. So we're going to come on up for Revolved, Crescent. Release into Crescent. Release into Warrior 2 pose. Windmill the hands to the earth. Let's come to a runner's lunge. Come on back into plank. We'll take a high push-up pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Last leg floats up. We're going to bend, stack, open. Flip your foot over for flip dog. Spin onto your feet. Knees are bent. Toes are pointing forward. Hips lift to the sky. And reaches and stretches up and overhead. Breathe here into your back bend for the 3 parts of your back. Float yourself back and through. Rise up for 3-limbed dog. Come on through. Warrior 1. Hands reach the sky as you inhale. Deep bend in that front knee. Back heel grounded and planted. Breathe into your calf stretch. Breathe into your hamstring stretch. Let's reach for opposite elbows behind your body. And then just notice which way you naturally want to go. So maybe the right hand is on top and left hand is on the bottom. And then just switch that up. Bring the hand that just feels a little unnatural up on top. Let's take it through. Warrior 1, hands reach up. Warrior 2, open up to the side of the room. Feel your shoulders relaxing from your ears. We'll create that space between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. Reverse, float it up, float it back. Come on through. Warrior 2 to lateral angle. And then maybe extended lateral angle here. Maybe try for that deeper stretch. Core engages, back on up. Warrior 2, reverse triangles, front leg straighten, front hand up, front hand back. Coming up to neutral, let's go up for pyramid. So right foot will take that hop forward. Toes will turn up and up. Hips and shoulders square forward. Lengthen. Release yourself down. And then as you're folding here, let's just notice where you feel the stretch in your body. Breathe into the stretch for your calf and your hamstring. Maybe breathe into the stretch for your back, get into the low back a bit. Maybe you're feeling that stretch into your neck a little bit as well. Right hand plants, left hand rises up. Take your twist. Shoulders stack and open. Inhale and exhale. Right foot rises. Let's take that pyramid twist into our revolve, balancing half moon pose. Try to lift that leg as high up as possible. Inhale and exhale. Holding onto your pose. Let's come into our revolved crescent warrior. Shoulders over hips. Hands reach and stretch forward and back. Inhale and exhale. Front hand up and back, forward reverse. And then coming on through, we're going to just release that one nice and slow. So we'll take Revolved Crescent to start. Open into Crescent. Open into Warrior 2. Windmill the hands down. Let's come to Runner's Lunge. Step back into Plank. Lower all the way down onto the mat this time. Coming into boat pose or bow. So boat, we worked at this one earlier. That's for like torso lift, arms lift. You can also bend your knees and reach back for your feet. Come into a little bind here with the hands. When you're ready, begin to kick the feet up and back. Try to open the chest and the heart. Relax your shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale. Come on down to the mat. Give yourself a breath here. Let's press up into table. Sweep your feet to the right or the left. Let's try seated. Soles of the feet come together. Knees away from one another. Insides of the feet roll from one another. Take a full breath here to lengthen. You can walk your hands in front. Give yourself a hip stretch. You can also take your elbows into your knees and kind of draw them from one another too. So we're just going to let ourselves float forward here. Let your eyes close. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. And try to let go of tension through the back of your head, through the back of your neck. Relaxing the shoulders, arms, and hands. And then relaxing the upper, mid, and low back. Relaxing the legs. Relaxing the feet of tension. Coming on up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Help of the hands, knees will come together. Give them a little bit of a shake out. Let's have our legs extending in front. Flex your feet. Press out through the heels and the backs of your knees. Hands reach up, inhale. Fold yourself down, exhale. And then as you let yourself melt down, knees exhale, just let yourself move deeper into the stretch. Sometimes movement can ease you into the pose. Sometimes stillness is the best variation. Coming on up through your spine, make your way onto your back. Take your knees into your chest. Reach for your feet for a happy baby stretch. Flex your feet. Reach through your heels. Maybe rock side to side. Maybe finding stillness here. Knees can come to your chest. Tug them in. Gentle rock to the right. Gentle rock to the left. Feet in line with your hips. Knees will be bent. Let's ground firmly into the feet. Lift your hips up for bridge. For more back bend, hands together underneath your body. Fingers interlock, palms touch. Feel your hips lifting to the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. Make sure that you're not shifting your head at all. Keep a neutral gaze up towards the sky. Gently release yourself down. Tailbone will tuck. Upper back, mid back, low back connects to the mat. Soles of the feet come together. Knees away from one another. Giving yourself a bit of a hip stretch here. Maybe you take one hand to your navel, one hand to the lower ribs. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Feel your navel rise as you inhale. Fall as you exhale. Ribs expand as you inhale. Contract as you exhale. Chest rises on in-breath. Fall on the out-breath. Top of the hands, knees will come together. Knees into the chest. Gently rock to the right. Gently rock to the left. And then bringing yourself into circles, large or small circles here. And then circle in the other direction. And then gently releasing. Let's take some few moments for Savasana. We'll give ourselves some relaxation time. So of course, if you need to do any final stretch or movement, you can do that. You can also grab some props that would help support your body here. You can relax the arms and the legs along your mat. And then just let your body melt into stillness. You can also plant your feet, knees are bent, helping to relax your back muscles a little bit. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still. And just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper. And I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we will all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going, that many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe, and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. Gently drawing awareness into the body, maybe wiggle fingers, wiggle your toes. Come onto your side, make your way into a fetal position. Maybe rolling onto the side, create a little pillow with your lower arm, gently supporting your head. Feel your body take the shape of the pillow. Coming on up, let's come on up to seated when you are ready. And as you come into seated, taking your hands into heart, into prayer, into Anjali Mudra. And as we close our practice, ending with an Apache blessing. Looking behind, I'm filled with gratitude. Looking forward, I'm filled with vision. Looking upward, I'm filled with strength. Looking within, I discover peace. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. It's so great to be here with you. I hope you have a fantastic day today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.
Okay, thanks, Melissa.
You're welcome, Dave.